G&B TV. Yeah, like, come on, follow me. Let's see what we got.
Listen closely if you trying to eat. Get passive income, got that money flowing in my sleep. Young and please, got 30,000 on my wrist, 10 on my fist, that 18 around my neck, make I can show respect. You looking at a God exhorting no fear, about 5 in each ear, that's what you wanna hear. VA.
Remember what I told you, right?
Yeah,
What I say?
it's grown man business.
It's grown man business.
I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be at all times, my G's, at all times. And like I told y'all before, you got the chaos, you got the circus, then you got the calm. You got the chaos, you got the circus, and then you got the calm. Now, the chaos, that's exactly what happens after a mega star like Takeoff is assassinated. You understand me? On camera. I mean, it is what it is. It'll be what it's going to be. Young Dolph, Nipsey Hussle. Look at the chaos that was caused right after their assassination. Then you got the circus. Oh, here comes the circus. You got all the bloggers, all the media outlets, all the big platforms reporting on the situation. I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be, but there's nothing wrong with reporting on it. The circus becomes when you see these content creators overextending the situation. You know, finding any point to talk about for views and likes and subscriptions. I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Now, when you got people like Ratchet TV and salute the Ratchet TV doing the real police work, doing the real due diligence on this case, I got to salute that. But a lot of the other content creators, they're doing lives, they're doing videos, and, you know, they're just trying to get their subscriptions up. They're trying to get the likes up. And I mean, that is the circus. It becomes a circus, not even the content creators, but the whole funeral. You know, the whole funeral or Takeoff being at the Hawks Arena and being a sold out event where you got these celebrities crying and showing emotion in front of all of these people. It becomes a circus. But now we enter in the calm. Oh, this is one of the most important parts, the calm. You know what I'm saying? Listen, when it starts to calm down, it calms down, you know, and it's getting shorter and shorter every time one of these artists get taken out. Every time one of these artists get taken out, it becomes a shorter time that the masses, you know, the people start to calm down and go back to regular life. Now, let me get into something, man. Ratchet TV had a conversation with a Mob Ties affiliate recently. And I got to say again, salute the Ratchet TV, you know, doing the due diligence. He's definitely doing the federal agent work. And he stands on that. Now, here at Grown Man Business TV, we definitely not doing that. But I got to say, salute the Ratchet for doing his thing and finding his lane. You know, he had a conversation with a Mob Ties affiliate, and I like how he stood on business. I like how poised he was. I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. So you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV, right? Big G&B TV, and don't you ever forget the TV. Yeah, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. We're going to get into this clip. We're going to double back, and we're going to get deeper into this angle. We're going to get into this clip. We're going to double back and get deeper into this angle. Gang.
It was just some bullshit. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Junior had nothing to do with that shit. Nobody from Mob Ties had anything to do with that shit.
But how could you not have nothing to do with it whenever the nigga shooting at him? So he just shooting at, you saying he's shooting at Junior. Quavo and Junior get into an argument. Junior, okay, so why would Migo Band start shooting at Junior for no reason?
Shit, he up. You know what I'm saying? That's all on them. You know what I'm saying? Junior had nothing to do with that shit, bro. None of Mob Ties had anything to do with that shit.
That still don't make no sense because there was more than one gun being shot, fam. Like, I seen what I seen, bro. Like, I get that you trying to protect your whoever, but I seen what I seen, and there's more than one. You can hear clearly there's more than one gun being shot.
Yeah, but nobody from Mob Ties had any involvement in that shit.
So Migo Bands was shooting at his own people, and they were shooting back at him?
I don't know. Motherfuckers started scaring when the first shot went off. But from what I seen, Migos Band up to his shit first.
Okay, so then how do you know Migo Bands killed Takeoff if more than one gun was drawn and more than one gun was shot?
I can tell you this, bro. I can tell you this for a fact. Junior had no involvement in that shit. Away from Mob Ties did.
So then that's a clear question. You should answer that clear question, and we can end this right now. Then all this shit can go away if y'all just make it clear, like just make it clear to every single person who the fuck was Migo Band shooting at. You're saying J Prince Jr., but we see Lil Cam have a gun in his hand, and we know that there's more than one gun over there. So who the fuck is shooting back?
I don't know. Shit, niggas took off when Migo Band started to shoot, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so y'all are that. This is Mob Ties we talking about. Y'all think that one of y'all people got off some shots and y'all don't know about it?
Bruh, I know after that shit, after everything was said and done, bro, Junior tried to help him. If you see the video, you see Junior right there next to Quavo, brother.
Yeah, but he walks off.
Yeah, he walks off because nothing could be done. Takeoff was already dead when he hit the floor, bro.
So why don't stay there to the ambulance come, or you know what I'm saying? They rode there with y'all. You supposed to protect them. So why the fuck y'all just leave them there?
Bro, you been in shootouts before, brother?
But just answer that for me. The shootout was over. At that point, the shootout's over.
Yeah, you right. Yeah, you right. Yeah, you right. You right. But you know what I'm saying? When shit going crazy, of course motherfuckers are gonna dip and dodge, you know what I'm saying? But I can tell you for a fact though, Junior or Mob Ties didn't have nothing to do with anything with Takeoff getting killed, bro. Takeoff was family, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
but at the same time, that's your family. And there was a shootout between two family members, your side and man. I mean, you don't want to say it. That's cool. I get it. But there was a shootout. And we don't know if Migo Band's gun shot Takeoff, or we don't know who shot Takeoff. Was it somebody from Mob Ties? I mean, it had to be, because y'all was supposed to be the only people in there with guns.
Nah, shit, Quavo had his pistol on him. Come on. Nah, shit, Quavo had his pistol on him. Come on.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about, my G's. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? You hear Ratchet TV having a conversation with a Mob Ties affiliate, and you see what he's talking about. You see the narrative that he's pushing. Now, it gets deep, it gets wicked, and it's always deep in a rap when you scratching the surface. And here at Grown Man Business TV, we definitely scratching the surface. And when I heard this conversation between Ratchet and this Mob Ties member, you understand me? My wheels started to turn. Yeah, my wheels definitely started to turn, and red flags was thrown all over the field. Because you got to ask yourself, why? Why now? And then on top of that, I told y'all, you know, the Dollar Tree Cotton Boys been reaching out to everybody. Oh, they reached out to all the bloggers. They reached out to all the content creators that got a real voice in this thing. If you got a powerful voice, they reached out to you. So it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But this one was a little bit different. You know, I had to think to myself, who sanctioned that? Who gave the green light for this Mob Ties member to reach out to Ratchet, knowing that he would be recorded, knowing that he would make YouTube and we all would get this content and we all would spread it around? You understand me? It was a strategic move made by the Dollar Tree Cotton Boys, a strategic move made. Now, when you listen to this conversation, right? You hear the Mob Ties member, the Dollar Tree Cotton Boy member, continuously say that, you know, J Prince didn't have anything to do with it, and, you know, no Mob Ties affiliates had anything to do with it, and it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. That's what he's standing on. I'm not here to go against it. But when you hear Ratchet TV question him, when you hear Ratchet TV apply some pressure, he starts to fumbling on his words and he starts to backtracking. Now, I mean, it gets deep, it gets wicked, and it's always deep in a rap, and that's why I gotta salute Ratchet, because when you listen to homie talk, he's trying to paint the narrative that nobody had nothing to do with it. It was Migos against Migos. But then when Ratchet starts to press him just a little bit, he starts to fumble and starts saying he don't know this and he don't know that. Well, how do you know who had this and how do you know who had that if, like you said, as soon as the guns went off, you and your homies ran down the stairs? I mean, that was a red flag for me as well. Soon as the guns go off, y'all scatter. That's the same thing that happened in Nipsey Hussle. You understand me? It always puzzled me that soon as the shots went off around some gangsters, they ran like some civilians. Whew, don't let that go over your head or under your bridge. But Soon as the shots went off around some gangsters, they ran like some civilians. So homie said right after the first shot, he was already down on the first floor. I mean, he was scared to death. Well, if you was already down on the first floor, just like Ratchet said, I mean, how do you know who had what and who did what? See, the thing is, homie doesn't know who had what and who did what. All he was sent to do with Ratchet TV was put the narrative out that they had nothing to do with it. So I gotta applaud Ratchet. I gotta salute Ratchet for applying pressure and not letting them, we're not bending, breaking, or folding on this situation. It is what it is. It'll be what it's gonna be. And I'm sure you got an earful, right? And you got an eye full as well. Homie asked Ratchet, have you ever been in a gunfight before? You know, what did you expect homie to do? And Ratchet said, hey, you call him family, so you should have stayed by his side. You should have never left him like that. Right or wrong, you should have never left your family on a crime scene. And you know what homie said? Yeah, you right. Yeah, you right. I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. You know, like he said, the truth will come to the light. And it's not really for me, Grown Man Business TV, the Oracle, to do the, don't you ever forget the TV. You understand me? And you better always remember the Oracle. You know, that's not my lane. I only carved out a lane for the real. I carved out a lane for the real. And I let Ratchet TV carve out a lane for that due diligence, that FBI work. I'm going to tell you one thing for sure, two things for certain. The FBI need to get their hands on Ratchet and groom him. I mean, y'all would have a sector within YouTube that y'all could really apply some pressure to, that y'all could really tap into, and y'all should pay that man wealthily. Y'all should pay him very well. That's my suggestion from Grown Man Business TV. I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But like I said before, as we get deeper into this angle, you got the chaos, you got the circus, and you got the calm. So another reason why I feel like homie was told and he was made to reach out to Ratchet TV is because they're trying to let the dust settle. They're trying to let the calm take place. Now, when the calm take place, that's, Takeoff has been killed, assassinated. He's been put to rest in his funeral. You understand me? Now he's somewhere put to rest in the dirt, a pack. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. And now the people are going back to their regular lives. People are going back to work. People have bills to pay. People have families to raise. They can't focus on Takeoff every second of the day. And the pain and the anger gets lower and lower and lower and lower, all the way to the point where people will almost forget about you. You understand me? But they can't let the calm set in if you got a Ratchet TV applying pressure the way he's applying pressure. They can't let the calm set in, and they can't sweep it under the rug if you got somebody with a powerful voice speaking out on the situation. So now what we got to do is we got to send one of our people over to talk to Ratchet TV. Not try to scare him, because he's obviously not scared. But we got to use his platform to get the narrative out. We had nothing to do with it. Junior, the Dollar Tree Cotton Boys had nothing to do with this situation. And regardless of how this conversation goes, you make sure you keep repeating that. The Dollar Tree Cotton Boys had nothing to do with it. The Dollar Tree, how do you know who has something to do with it when your scared behind was downstairs after the first shot went off? I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But you, Dollar Tree Cotton Boy, whoever, yeah, you like you said, man, stick to the money. You just got out of federal penitentiary over money laundering. You need to stick to the money. You don't need to be having conversations about gangsterism, guns going off, heads getting blown off. That ain't your lane, homie. And we could tell it wasn't your lane the way, you was talking to Ratchet. So the calm is where we are right now. It's the calm after the storm. You got the calm before the storm, and then you got the calm after the storm. And that's the time where they're able to do PR work. They're able to clean up these situations and make them look nice and neat. Point the finger so many different ways that the finger ain't being pointed at the Dollar Tree Cotton Boys. We're going to point the finger so many different ways that the finger will not be pointed at the top. And it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be, man. So you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. Salute to everybody that's tapped in. Holidays are coming around. I'm not going to be up here every day with y'all when I got a family to raise. But I'm definitely going to tap in with the investors. And RIP to Takeoff, man. R.I.P. to that man who was assassinated in Houston, Texas, man. Ugly scene out there, and it's only gonna get uglier. It's only gonna get uglier. We're gonna tap in about this again. I got some more because people are asking me, Big G and BTV, the Oracle. And don't you forget the TV, and you better always remember the Oracle. Why isn't Quavo speaking on this? Why isn't Offset? Well, gangsters move in silence, my G. Gangsters move in silence. So it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be, my G. Gang. GNB TV. Yeah, like, come on, follow me. Let's see what we got.
Listen closely if you trying to eat. Get passive income, got that money flowing in my sleep. Young and please, got 30,000 on my wrist, 10 on my fist. That 18 around my neck, make I can show respect. You looking at a God exhorting no fear. About 5 in each ear, that's what you wanna hear. VA.
Remember what I told you, right?
Yeah,
What I say?
it's grown man business.
It's grown man business.